again. The only so I agree with you, shame, Sophia. The only thing I want to say is, lots of people do approach Teresa for a picture, and she's pretty good with taking pictures, actually. She's not always the most warm and fuzzy either. So Teresa, the way you make certain people feel small when they're just an average Joe, like all of our lovely listeners here, that is, you were the person in that situation that wants the picture. So when you roll your eyes at someone in an airport that wants a picture with you and you're cold, that was you in that moment. So maybe
1,000%,
right?
1,000. Yep.
Just
I agree.
Give them the picture. She's pretty.
Yeah, I heard she's pretty good.
I heard.
I haven't heard too many bad stories about Teresa with pictures and her fans. I heard she's pretty gracious.
She understands it. So I'm gonna give her like a B+ in the
there
engagement with a fan.
I will
from
go
what
for
I've
that.
witnessed. Just, a word of caution, Teresa, that sometimes if you're not, and I mean, I think from what I hear about Louis, I think Louis gets an A+. I think Louis will take a picture with you. He'll sign an autograph. He'll call your mother. He'll run around the airport.
But you know what we heard?
What?
About the autism situation?
Yes, we did hear that, but
I heard it directly from the woman. She called me.
Let's get that woman on. You want to talk to people? Let's get that person on here.
She'll come on. I'm not going to say who she's a cousin of, but she's a cousin of my best friend. So you could figure out, don't say her name on camera, but my best friend, you know who my best friend's, like a sister to me. She's her cousin. She DM'd me and we talked. She told me the whole story. So we'll get her on if you want, but let me give you a synopsis about what happened. There was, Louis did a carnival autism situation. This woman is writing bills that need to be passed for autism. Big autism advocate, okay? So she approaches Louis, she approaches Danielle Cabral. They're like, gung-ho, yep, we'll do it. Yes, we're gonna help you. They had to do a couple Zooms, no big deal. We're gonna help you. Now, the thing's over. She reaches out to them, nothing. She reaches out to them again, nothing. Now, Danielle, she puts up TikToks, the woman, and says what happened. So Danielle Cabral sends her an email like, how dare you? How dare you say this about me? Now they're coming at me. You better take it down. I'm not taking it down. Not taking it down. Let's fast forward to Ruelas. Ruelas, somehow or another, she finally gets a hold of Ruelas. Ruelas calls her. And this is how it goes. 3 minutes about autism, 2 minutes about something else, and 45 minutes of how rich he is. I have a mansion. I fly private. I have a Rolls Royce. I have this. I have that. And she's like sitting there on the other end of the phone going, am I really listening to this? That's what happened.
I don't know.
That's what happened.
New York is a two-party state, meaning you cannot record someone unless you say, I'm recording you now. I wonder about New Jersey, if it's a two-party state, because if not, I would have hit record. No, I wouldn't have hit record unless I knew the law.
She'll come on anytime you want.
No, but if I were her and it were a one-party state, I would have hit record. I would have recorded all that shit that Louis was saying. I would have recorded. He went
on and on and on about how much money he has. And and neither one of them ever did the Zoom calls. All she wanted them to do was a couple Zoom to help her get this bill in front of the Senate, wherever she needed to get the bill. Okay. So, but neither one of them did it. And Danielle was mad. How dare you? It was one of those, how dare you? Like, Danielle, stop it. Don't be mean to people. Come on.
I have a bunch of things to say to this now that you brought it up. First of all, Danielle, if you don't like that story that is out there about you, Danielle, pick up the phone and call me, because we will have you here behind the velvet rope. And when you're here, we're not coming for you. It's your truth. Speak your truth here, Danielle. Come on, talk to us. You're not recording right now. The show. Let's talk and let's clear.
And we won't talk about. They're on a gag order still about the show. So we don't have to talk about the show. We'll talk about what happened and why
We'll
you
talk
got
about
so
this.
upset with this poor woman.
And by the way, you could promote Bougie Kids.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about the show last season, not anything.
Yes.
We'll talk about what already happened.
Exactly.
Come on, this is a
So
good thing. But you know
it's a
what I
good
also
thing.
want to say, Danielle? A couple of things I want to say,
Okay.
this is the world. This is the job, Danielle. They're going to come for you, girl. So get used to it.
Yeah.
Louis, the difference is in the picture in the airport, all he has to do is post and smile. This would actually require work and time. That is the difference. And here's what I also want to ask you. I would like to know how your very good friend and Teresa's very good friend, you guys share a very good friend now, Jacqueline Lorita, feels about Louis turning his back on autism. That seems to be a cause.
Well, I wouldn't say, listen, I'm not going to go so far as saying that he's completely turned his back, because we don't know what else he does. He did the carnival, but it wasn't nice that he wouldn't just do a couple virtuals for her. So yeah, I guess we'll find that out about what Jacqueline, I could ask Jacqueline what she thinks of it. But Ruelas, when you tell someone you're going to do something, even when you're at an event and you hokey doke, it's called being hokey doking someone, just do it. What does it take? It takes a couple minutes on a phone. It takes a couple minutes. Mr. Ruelas has been very busy before he left for Greece, something we will discuss in the future. Yes. And I'll just give you 2 hints. It has something to do with a bench. Has something to do with a bench where you sit and a desk. That's all I can say.
Does it have to do with a gavel and a big United
States?
It's a big United States courtroom sign in the back. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
And a flag. Yes, been very busy.
I'm just knocking it out of the park here. I'm just guessing
you
correctly
are,
on everything today.
Yes, you are. So he's been pretty busy. Yeah.
Does this have to do with Miss Vanessa Reiser?
I'm not saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying.
Okay, guys. Kim D is revealing a nugget, but we're not saying. Guess what?
I got a lot of nuggets.
Guess
I got
what?
a lot of nuggets.
I'm going to reveal a nugget, guys. If Louis in court, 99%, that's what it's about. So we gotta, you better call your good friend Vanessa over there and get me some facts.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to call Vanessa. I'll call somebody else, but yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where he's been. But then, of course, he took the whole family to Greece. It's lovely.
Well, often in the reality TV world, you just throw money at something and just forget it. Like if you're in a courtroom, just forget it happened. Like it's not real.
Oh yeah, it's not a big deal.
If Joe Gorga owes 110,000, whatever, let's just go depose the title. Let's not worry about this. It'll go away.
I agree.
These problems go away. Like forget it.
First of all,
we're on TV.
They think they have an image that they have to keep up. But you want to know something? You don't need to keep up this image. I think people would like you more if you were a little bit, teeny weeny bit more honest, teeny weeny bit more humble. Just like, let's talk about the strike for a minute. Okay, let's talk about the strike.
I got some things to say about the strike.
Okay, let's talk about the strike. I feel bad for the little people. I feel bad for the cameramen, the stand-ins, all that. But you know what, you big Hollywood stars getting up at these award shows and telling all of us little people what we should do, how we should do it, who we should vote for, what shot we should take, if we should go out, if we should wear masks. Fuck off. I don't feel sorry for any of you, okay? You pushed it too far. You all pushed it too far. Now, nobody feels sorry for you, but I do feel, I have friends that are stand-ins and I feel bad for them, but not